everyone, I hope you're all well and staying safe. Today I wanted to jump on and share some fun things to do whilst at home. So obviously we're all stuck at home at the moment in lockdown or quarantine, whatever you want to say, and I just thought it'd be quite useful to share some things that I'm doing to keep busy and keep occupied and try and kind of take my mind off it. And yeah, hopefully you find them useful and maybe you could share some things that you're doing as well to keep busy. So the first one is read a book. So this is something that I don't make the time to do enough, but now obviously we've got all the time in the world, more or less. I'm definitely getting back into reading. I really enjoy reading. The typical kind of books that I tend to read are self-development books. So some of my favourites are like The Power, I think it's called. The Secret definitely is probably one of my top favourite ones, and I'm currently reading one at the moment. One second, I'll just get it. So I'm currently reading this, which is called Letter to My Younger Self by The Big Issue. I actually got this for Christmas, but I've just started it. I'm quite a decent way through, and it's basically 100 inspiring people on the moments that shaped their lives. So there's quite a lot of big names in here, and people basically just share their kind of journey, so to speak, of how they were kind of successful and what they would say to their younger self, which is really, really interesting actually. Some of my favourites that I've read so far in here are the one by Tom Jones and Mo Farah's as well. Really, really interesting, and I really recommend it. So the next one is baking and cooking. Baking is something I really enjoy, like most of us, but I don't often get the time to do it as much as I would like. So it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be doing to fill my time. There's so many recipes out there online to make anything from like cookies, cakes, brownies, or even like actual meals. So you could cook a recipe that you've always wanted to cook for a while, for your family or for your partner or just for yourself if you are isolating on your own. Just experiment, and by the end of it, you might be a really, really good cook or a really good baker. The next one is crafting. So I absolutely loved crafts anyway, and I wish I had more time to do it normally. So now that I do, I absolutely love it. So I've been making like pom-poms. I've made my niece like a pom-pom garland to go in her bedroom. I have made like little pictures for my room and things like that. So you can really be creative with it. There's so much you can do online, really easy little kind of DIY craft ideas. An idea that I thought would be quite cool would be to maybe make like a photo album if you've already got the pictures and everything, and make like a kind of scrapbook kind of photo album, so you could give it to a loved one when all this is over and share pictures of kind of better times and holidays and things, so you can kind of look back on those pictures and reminisce and just remember that obviously better times are coming. The next one is DIY and kind of restoring furniture. So now is the perfect time to do the kind of DIY projects that you've been kind of putting off or not had the time to do in your house. That could be, you know, fixing things or painting, whatever it might be, and that fills quite a lot of time as well. Obviously, if you've got the things at home anyway, like the paint and things, then why not do it? Really recommend that. It's fun, and you do get a good sense of achievement when you've done something that you've been putting off for so long. Like I said as well, restoring furniture. There's a few pieces in our house that I do want to kind of restore. We've got the sandpaper and the paint and things, and I want to kind of have fun with that and restore some pieces that we would perhaps be getting rid of, but we could bring a new lease of life to them. So that's something as well you could do. The next one is learn to knit or crochet. So I actually already know how to knit, and I am getting back into my knitting. I love knitting, and I do want to learn how to crochet. So really, really easy to do. If you get on Amazon and get yourself some needles, some knitting needles and some wool, and literally just go on YouTube and search for kind of how-to videos, and you can teach yourself how to do those things. Really, really easy, and YouTube is literally your best friend for learning pretty much anything. If you can order the stuff on Amazon, get it delivered to your house. I know they are still delivering kind of contact free, so it's completely safe to do so, and you can have fun with that as well. And again, great sense of achievement when you've made something, and you can give it to a loved one when all this is over. I'm actually knitting a blanket for my niece at the moment, and I started that blanket a year before she was born. She is going to be 2 in September, and it's still not finished, so I am determined to get that done whilst I have absolutely no excuse because I have all the time in the world. The next one is learn a new language. So I know there's a lot of apps out there that you can download to learn a language, or you can watch YouTube videos, and it's quite fun. I know this is something that I'm going to be doing, and I thought the idea was really, really good. It's something I wouldn't normally have time to do, is learn a language, because it is quite time consuming. But even if you do like an hour a day, it's gonna take up some of your day, and also again you're gonna get that sense of achievement, and especially obviously when all this is over, we'll all be desperate to go on holiday, so you can put that language that you've learned into use when you visit that country. For me, I've always wanted to learn Italian or Greek, so I probably will hopefully get around to doing that and see how I get on. I don't know how good I'll be, but it's fun, you can have a laugh with it, and it fills some time. The next one is learn an instrument. So if you've already got the instrument, great. If not, I know that Amazon, again I keep mentioning Amazon, but Amazon have pretty much everything, so you can jump on there and order perhaps an instrument you've wanted to learn to play for a while. I know for me, I am desperate to get back to learning to play my violin. I have actually managed to find some online kind of tutorials, like an online violin teacher. So she makes videos and you can literally learn along with her. So I'm definitely going to be doing that, and again I think it'll be really, really fun. The next one is have a pamper day. So this is something that I like to do anyway, but now we've got the free time, it's the perfect opportunity to do maybe 1 or 2 a week even. I feel like Sunday's a good day to do it, kind of a bit of a self-care pamper day, and maybe midweek as well. You could, that could involve having a bath, having a long soak, doing like a really good exfoliation, a face mask, a hair mask, do your nails, just whatever makes you kind of feel good and feel pampered, and just look after yourself, and take like a whole day out to really look after yourself, not just on the outside but the inside as well. Have a green tea, or I really like lemon detox tea, literally just lemon and hot water. I find that really good in the morning, and just look after yourself for that day and just pamper yourself, and you'll feel a lot better. The next one is watch a Netflix series, which I know probably a lot of us will already be doing anyway. I actually am struggling to find something new to watch on Netflix, so if anyone's got any recommendations, please let me know. I've watched pretty much most of them. Some of my recommendations that I've enjoyed, probably already heard of it anyway, but Power, I really enjoyed that. Sex Education, that's a funny one. Good Girls, I think it's called, and Bad Moms as well, that's really funny. So there's loads of stuff on Netflix. You could sit and watch movies all day for one day of the week, or just binge watch a series, and that fills a lot of time. Next one kind of follows on from that a little bit, but have a Harry Potter marathon. So this is something I have wanted to do for so long, but I've never had the time to put aside to do it. So you probably have to do it over like 2 days, or unless you wanted to stay up all night and all day doing it, but literally just watch all the films back to back. I've wanted to do it for a while, like I said, so now I've got the free time to be able to do it. I really want to do that. I think it would be really fun, and like I said, this could take 2 days, so you could do maybe like 3 or 4 of the films on one day, and then is there 7? I feel like there's 7 films, or there might be 8, I actually don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can stagger it out over 2 days, so that's filling quite a lot of your time. The next one is a bit of an old school one, but it is write a letter to a friend or a family member. So I actually did this the other day. I sent my granny a letter. We were actually meant to be going to visit her at the end of this month anyway. At the end of this month? No, what month are we on? The end of next month. But obviously with everything that's going on, we're not able to do that. But I thought it'd be really nice because, especially she is the older generation, she really appreciates a letter. So I wrote her a letter, spent the time and sent that off, and I know she'll really appreciate that. Even sending your friend a letter, I know it's really old school, but I don't know about anyone else. I get really excited when I receive mail because it's really rare that you do nowadays. Everything's online and emails and texts and things, so receiving an actual letter, like a handwritten letter, is kind of a bit of a novelty now, and it does fill time. It's quite fun, and it will definitely brighten up the day of the person you sent it to. So the next one is colouring books, like adult colouring books. So I have been doing quite a lot of these. I love colouring. I do quite a lot of the mindful colouring books. I think you can get them off Amazon, but they're really, really good for kind of de-stressing, kind of calming any anxiety, and it does fill a lot of time as well. I find it quite therapeutic, and it's also a little bit creative, which I do enjoy. Like I said, if you are kind of designated shopper for your household anyway and you go into a supermarket, I know like Sainsbury's and Asda sometimes have them, so obviously I'm not saying go out and get them, go out just for those, but if you are out anyway and you see them, definitely pick them up. I recommend that a lot. Or if not, Amazon is your best friend, and you can get it delivered straight to your door and get some colouring done, and it's really, really fun, and again fills a lot of time. Next one is meditate. So I've definitely got into meditating a lot more this year. I find it really good for kind of anxiety and depression, and just to kind of keep me focused and on track with everything, and just to kind of manage my emotions and manage what I'm doing at that particular time, especially at the moment with it being such an uncertain time for everyone. It's a really good opportunity to kind of really look after your mental health, kind of take a bit of a breather and be in the moment. I know there's a lot of apps out there that you can get which will help you. Some of the ones I recommend are Headspace and Calm. I think Headspace is free, or if not, they do a free trial which you can cancel after 30 days, and obviously you won't be charged. So for 30 days that's completely free. And Calm, I think they do a free trial as well. I'm not sure if it's 7 days or a month. I think you pay for that yearly, so it's like I think it's like £30 or something, but that's for the year. So really, really good, and there's loads of stuff on there, not just meditation, like podcasts, kind of like relaxation podcasts and bedtime stories and things like that. So really, really worth it. The next one is yoga. Again, kind of similar to meditation, but you're also getting your exercise in there as well. YouTube videos are brilliant for learning yoga, and it helps you to relax, but also you're getting in your exercise as well. The next one, which is pretty self-explanatory, but your exercise for the day, your outdoor exercise. So obviously we're all allowed at the moment to go out once a day for exercise. So that could be a walk or a run or a jog. And I really recommend that if you are able to and fit enough to do so. It really does help, I find, with your mental health, and to get a bit of fresh air and get out of the house for the amount of time that we're allowed out, and definitely make the most of that, because we don't know how long we'll be able to do that for. That might not be something we can do forever, you know, if things get stricter and things, so definitely make the most of it while we can. So following on kind of from that point is home workouts. So I know there's so many out there you can do, whether it be the Joe Wicks ones on a morning during the week, or like you could do a workout DVD, or buy like a guide, like a workout guide. There's so many out there. Definitely do your research, but if you're not wanting to kind of spend a lot of money, YouTube is a good one as well, where you can get kind of free workout videos and exercises and kind of learn what to do, so you can do it from home. It's really important at this time to keep active and keep fit and healthy. So once you've done your kind of once a day outdoor exercise, you can do another form as well inside. So use YouTube, use all the resources that we've got available to us, and yeah, definitely work out, and then you can come out of isolation feeling your best self, because I know that's what I want to do. I do not want to walk out weighing 3 stone more than what I did when I came in. Next one is tidying and organising. So great opportunity now that we have all this time to really get on with those jobs that you've been putting off. Like for me, I really wanted to finally get around to clearing out my wardrobe and getting rid of things that I perhaps don't need anymore or don't wear. And making a pile to sell, and also a pile to donate as well. So when obviously we can, and when the charity shops are open and things, you've got quite a lot of stuff to donate. You could also organise kind of your makeup, organise your beauty products. That's something I did the other day as well, and I threw out all the products that I'm not using anymore, and just had a really good kind of spring clean, and it makes you feel really productive and gets the job done. Kind of a side point from that point is, like I said, to sell things, sell clothes you don't want. It's a good opportunity to make a little bit of extra money at the moment when I know times are difficult for people. So you can make a pile of things to sell on either like Facebook or eBay, Depop, whatever kind of platform you want to use, and take the pictures of them, upload them, and kind of see where you go with it. Have a bit of fun. You've not lost anything for doing it, but you might be able to give your items to a good home and make a bit of money out of it as well. The next one is schedule FaceTimes with friends. So I know for me, like my best friend, we usually try and do like a Starbucks kind of coffee date, maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. Obviously we can't do that now, so I think it's really important to stay in contact with people that you care about, your friends obviously, your family, very important. So scheduling in kind of virtual coffee meets is quite a fun way to stay in contact and still kind of feel like it's the norm and part of your routine, and just a bit of fun really, but it means that you are staying in contact with your loved ones. Next one, I've seen a lot of people actually doing this, and it's something that I really want to do for my family, and it's family Zoom quiz nights. So this is literally looks so fun. I've seen people like usually like a Friday night or a Saturday night, get all your family members to get a Zoom account, log in, set a time and do like a quiz together, and really big laugh. You know, you can have fun with it, you can see everyone like virtually, have a chat with them and just have a laugh. You could get a takeaway, get some drinks in, and it's kind of like going out but staying in, and it's just a bit of fun as well and really easy to do. The next one is play a board game, really old school again, but I love playing board games and they're fun. Again, they pass a lot of time, so if you're not in isolation on your own and you've got someone to play with, definitely make the most of this time to have a bit of fun and play board games. The next one is do a jigsaw. Again, I can't remember the last time I did a jigsaw, and I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on some so I can do some as well. They pass a lot of time, and they're really good for your brain as well, I think, and they're fun and yeah, really easy to do. The next one is start a side hustle. So this could be literally anything. I know for me, I was putting off YouTube for so long because I just told myself I didn't have the time. I was working all the time and had various other different things that I was doing, so I always felt like I just didn't have the time to do it. So now is the perfect opportunity to do the things that you've been putting off, that you've perhaps not had the time to do, and I think if you're not going to do them now, then you're probably never going to do them. You've got all the time in the world now pretty much, so definitely use that to your advantage. Besides obviously maybe setting up a YouTube channel, you might want to start making some things to sell on Etsy, so when all this is over you've got like a little Etsy shop, or maybe start a blog, whatever it might be that you're interested in, definitely just go for it, and you'll be really thankful that you did. You know, if it takes off in kind of 2 or 3 months time, that you put the effort in now and the time in now when you've got it. The next one is listen to music. Really simple, but I find that music really helps uplift me and, you know, boosts my mood. Really easy to do, and it can really change your mindset quite a lot. Get your Spotify on, or your Apple Music, or even YouTube. Put a CD in if you still have a CD player. I know my mum does. Have a little bit of a dance around, have a laugh with it, and just listen to some music. I know for me, music tends to bring back memories from the time I was listening to that particular song, if that makes sense. So I like to listen to music and reminisce about other kind of times that were a bit happier than at the minute, so it can kind of boost your mood, and you've got that to look forward to, so that when all this is over you can go and do all the things that you did before and get kind of excited about that. The next one is making and learning to make cocktails. So if you've already got the stuff at home, then it's really fun to do, and just learn the different kind of recipes, just have fun with it again. All, you know, all the people in your household can get involved, and if you've not got the things, again, you know, if you're going out anyway to get your supplies, you can probably get these things from your local shop or supermarket anyway, and just have a bit of a laugh with it, maybe on like a Friday night or a Saturday night, so you feel like you're going out but you're not, and it's fun, and again fills a bit of time. The next one is have a beauty detox. So what I mean by that is now is the perfect opportunity to detox from all your beauty treatments that most of us are dying to have, but we will never probably get this much time again to kind of have a break and a bit of a breather from everything. So not only are you obviously saving money, but just embrace it. You know, take your lash extensions off, or your acrylic nails or your gels, take your hair extensions out, let your brows grow out, let your lashes grow out, and just have a bit of a breather from it. That's something I'm definitely doing, hence my nails and my lashes, but just letting them breathe, letting them grow out, and not wearing makeup again, just letting your skin breathe as much as you can. Obviously, if you're not working and you're just kind of in the house every day, just let your skin and kind of let everything have a bit of a breather. And then when you come out of isolation, your hair might have grown loads, it'll be a lot healthier, your nails and your skin. And I know already, just from letting my lashes breathe and from not having lash extensions, my lashes have grown loads. So yeah, it's really beneficial, and also you're saving money, so think of it as a positive. So when all this is over, you can go back and get all your treatments, but in the meantime, just embrace the kind of the natural you. The next one is watch YouTube videos. This is something I do to fill my time as well. So I like to watch my favourite YouTubers, and that tends to occupy me and kind of takes my mind off things quite a bit. Some of my favourite YouTubers that I'm loving at the moment are James and Karis, and Karis's channel On Her Own. You guys will probably watch them, they're really, really good. I also really like Lucy Carter. She makes like mummy vlogs and kind of family videos. I really enjoy those, but she also does quite a lot of beauty videos as well. I'm also enjoying Carly Bible. I've watched her for absolutely years and years and years, but I really enjoy her videos, and yeah, it does fill a lot of time, and it's fun to kind of take yourself out of your life for a little bit and watch what other people are getting up to during this kind of weird time. The next one is gardening. So I've never really been into gardening, but I know it's something that I do want to get into, and now is the perfect opportunity to do so. So just having a little bit of a pot around your garden if you've got one, or making some, what are they called? Like window planters, I think they're called. Get outside, get outdoors. It's good to have a bit of fresh air. Obviously, if you're in your own garden, that's safe to do so anyway. We are allowed to do that. So yeah, get into gardening, learn a little bit, and just have fun with it. The next one is learn or do a Sudoku. I don't know if it's Sudoku or Sudoku, but anyway, I love doing them. It's really good for your brain. It keeps your brain kind of ticking over and kind of challenges your brain a little bit. There's loads of free apps again that you can download for that. I know you can buy Sudoku puzzle books from your local supermarket from like the magazine section, or again, get yourself on Amazon, they'll probably have some, but your best bet is probably just downloading like the free apps and just having to play around with that. They're really easy to learn how to do it if you've never done one before, and it does fill quite a lot of time, and it's quite fun as well. And then the last one, following on kind of from that one, is to do a crossword. So again, I know there's quite a few apps you can download, or newspapers often have little like crossword sections in them, or you can buy like a crossword book. I personally have never really done any crosswords before. I know my granny's really into them, so it's something that I want to learn to do, and it does fill quite a little bit of time. So that's it. That is my 30-ish, I think, fun kind of ideas and things that you can get up to whilst we are at home. Quite varied, bit different. There's some old school ones in there, but yeah, just have fun with it. I hope you guys have kind of maybe been inspired and thought of something that you could do that perhaps you've not thought about. And yeah, I really hope everyone is kind of enjoying this time and making the most of it as best we can. I know it's not ideal, but we will probably never get this time again, so why not come out of, you know, isolation and lockdown with a new skill, and having made something or done something that you've wanted to do for a while that you've not had the time to do. I read a quote somewhere about if you have the time now and you still don't do it, it's not a case of you don't have the time, it's a case of you're not disciplined enough, something like that. But I really liked that, and it kind of resonated with me. So I am trying to be kind of strict with myself and try and achieve little things every day that I've been putting off doing, or that I have been saying that I'll get around to learning but haven't. This time will end and it's not going to last forever, so why not make the most of it now? So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. I hope you are staying safe and well. Sorry, there was someone just walking past my window and they were like waving at me. I hope you're all staying well and safe, and I will speak to you all soon.